everybody, welcome back to another morning word. Thank you for joining us this morning. For those new to this is where we're going to share a couple minutes really to share for my own personal Bible study. Why? I just really wanted people to fall in love with the Bible because listen, I know God has taken my life from here to here. Believe me, if I could share my testimony, I would, but daily God is doing stuff in my life. And I know God wants to do something in your life. Why can I say this? There's a theme of morning word and it says, as a man thinketh, so is he. And if you can start to think like God, surely your life will go from here to here in all areas of your life. Now, I'm not a pastor, not an evangelist. I don't work for the church, okay? But I am a lover of Jesus. And the one thing I would say is this, please check it out for yourself. Read it for yourselves and see what God wants to talk to you. Because I really believe that God wants to give you personal revelations and not just from what you hear from me on these morning words. So let's really get into this. We're reading from the book of Numbers, which is the fourth book of the Bible. Okay, and we're going to be reading from chapter 14, verse 11. And it reads this. The Lord said to Moses, how long will these people treat me with contempt? How long will they refuse to believe in me, in spite of all the miraculous signs I've performed among them? I will strike them down and destroy them. Actually, I'm reading to verse 12. You don't need to know that. So just from how long will they refuse to believe in me, in spite of all the miraculous signs I have performed among them? We're going to call this morning word this morning, when will they believe? Now, you have to understand the context of why God is so frustrated now. If you imagine, the faith of the Israelites was still low, even though God had taken them out of slavery, of bondage that they had for 400 years. God had set them free. God had destroyed their enemies, the most powerful nation. If you imagine America coming after you, he destroyed them in a day, got rid of all their armies in one day. He gave them wealth, in one day, transference of wealth in one day. He fed them food in the middle of the desert where there was nothing. He brought food down from heaven. The list goes on and on and on of all the miracles God did for these people. And still they didn't believe. And you're like, what? Like, it's so easy to go, hey, if God did that in my life, if God performed all those miracles in my life, I'd have crazy faith. Really? Really? Because God uses this as a template for all of us to learn from. Because you know what happens? We all got great faith until something happens. And you lose your job. You're like, oh my gosh, where's God? I can't believe God done this to me. Instead of believing, no, God's going to take me through this and God's going to give me a better job. Oh, my marriage is broke down and da-da-da. No, God's could either turn around your marriage or God could find you a better partner. Like, I failed my exams. Oh, where is God? Da-da-da-da. God's like, yo, I'm going to take you out of that course, put into your purpose. God can do anything if you have faith. And sometimes when should be having faith is the very time that we lack and believe in God that he can do what he needs to do. Now understand this, every one of us have already had smaller victories. Every single one of us have already had smaller victories. Victories where we can look back and go, do you know my faith got me through then? I had this belief that God was going to take me from my sickness, and he did. Or God was going to lead me to my right career, and he did. He did all those things so when you face your next challenge, you won't be so scared. Our previous victories are meant to lead us into our bigger victories. Get that? So this is the question of the morning. When will you believe you can? Let me say that again. When will you believe you can do it? Lesson of the day. No matter what you're going through, no matter what, I don't care what you're going through. Bad marriage, you've got sickness, you've got ill health, you've got money troubles, whatever you're going through, God can take you through it. Let me say that again. Whatever you're going through, God can take you through it, because faith has the power to demolish any situation. Let me say that bit again. Faith has the power to demolish every situation you're going through right now. Let's go to the action of the day. Remember, your leaps of faith in the past, use them to take on your new faith challenges now. Listen, every one of you has been victorious in the past. Use that faith that took you through before to demolish your new challenges and get your new successes. Remember, if you have faith, there's nothing you can't do. So God bless you today. Remember, you can. I hope this really blesses somebody to go and take their step of faith into the journey of their success. And as we always say, we Gen Hope, God's gift to us is life. What we do with that life is our gift back to God. God bless you and see you soon for another morning word. Remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel so you get these videos Monday to Friday. Please share them out, but also continue to give us your comments. It really does encourage us. So God bless you and see you soon.